time. Today, we're celebrating Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Martin Luther King Jr. was an American Baptist minister and activist who became the most visible spokesperson and leader in the civil rights movement from 1955 until his assassination in 1968. Martin was a very, very, very important person. He was born January the 15th, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. He was assassinated April the 4th, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee. He had a famous speech. His most famous speech was, "I have a dream." And do you know what his dream was? That we would all become equal. Happy birthday, Martin Luther King, written by Jean Marzollo. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January the 15th, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. His parents loved him very much. This is Martin as a baby. Martin Luther King had the same name as his father, except one thing. His father was called Martin Luther King Sr. Martin was called Martin Luther King Jr. Martin went to elementary school, high school, and college in Atlanta. He was a good student. Later, he went to divinity school in Pennsylvania. Martin became a pastor, just like his dad, at the Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta. They were both called Reverend, the Reverend Martin Luther King Sr. and the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Martin's job as a minister was to help people in need. He visited sick people in the hospital and made them feel better. He asked people not to fight with each other. He said that there were peaceful ways to solve problems. And like his father, Martin led people in prayer and song. The Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. is famous because he helped our country change some of its laws. A law is like a rule. Once there was a law in some places that said only white people could sit in the front of a bus and that black people had to sit in the back. Martin Luther King said this law needed to be changed. Rosa Parks and other people helped him change it. Now all people can sit in any empty seat they like. Once there were laws in some places that said that African Americans could use only certain restaurants and drinking fountains. Martin Luther King and many other people helped change these laws. Now all people can share the same restaurants and drinking fountains. Once there was a law in some places that said that black children and white children couldn't go to school together. Martin Luther King and other people, including many very brave children, had this law changed too. Now black children and white children can go to school together. Martin Luther King had a special talent for leadership. When he spoke, people listened. Poor people, rich people, white people, black people, and people from all around the world listened when Martin Luther King spoke. Many helped him work, march, sing, and pray for justice. In the summer of 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. gave the most famous speech of his life. He gave it outdoors to 250,000 people who had come to Washington, D.C. to ask the president for jobs and freedom for black people. In his speech, Martin Luther King said that he had a dream. His dream was that people everywhere would learn to live together without being mean to one another. Martin Luther King Jr. was shot and killed in 1968 because he loved poor people so much. He was given a special funeral in Atlanta, Georgia, where he was born. His body was put in a simple farm cart and pulled slowly by 2 mules to the cemetery. Thousands of people walked behind Martin in a sad, loving parade. On his gravestone were carved these beautiful words: "Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last." Martin Luther King wanted people to be able to go places together, share food together, and love one another in peace. Because he worked so hard for freedom and helped so many people gain it, we honor him every year on his special day. We call this day Martin Luther King Day, and we say to him, "Happy birthday, Martin Luther King." And that's the end. I would like for you all to help me to sing a little song about freedom, all right? We're gonna sing it to the tune of "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star." And the words are, "Freedom, freedom, let it ring. Let it ring," said Dr. King. "Let us live in harmony, peace and love for you and me. Freedom, freedom, let it ring," said Dr. King. You think you can help me with that? I know you can. Okay, here we go. We're gonna sing it to the tune of "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star." Okay, here we go. Freedom, freedom, let it ring, said Dr. King. Let us live in harmony, peace and love for you and me. Freedom, freedom, let it ring, said Dr. King. Be a king. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dream and You. Written by Carole Weatherford. You can be a king. Marvel at creation. Keep the faith of your ancestors. You can be a king. Know that bigotry hurts. Remember how you felt when treated unfairly. You can be a king. Admit that you've done wrong. Just say, "I'm sorry," and mean it. You can be a king. Know that dividing walls should come down. You have glimpsed the other side. You can be a king. Break the chains of ignorance. Learn as much as you can. You can be a king. Stand for peace. Band together against bullies. You can be a king. Sing a song of freedom. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. You can be a king. Stamp out hatred. Put your foot down and walk tall. You can be a king. Answer your critics. Believe in your cause and state it plainly. Equal rights for all. You can be a king. Have a dream. Make yours great enough to grow into. You can be a king. Make the world take notice. Do your very best at whatever you do. You can be a king. Beat the drum for justice. March to your own conscience. You can be a king. Lift up the less fortunate. Be the king or queen of help. You can be a king. Set your sights on the mountaintop. Climb a little higher every day. And that's the end. Be a king. We baked a cake for Dr. Martin Luther King for his birthday, in celebration of his birthday. So we have a birthday cake, and we put 5 candles on this birthday cake. All right, and I have a little poem that goes with this birthday cake. We have 5 candles on a birthday cake, 5 and not one more. You may blow one out. Let's blow it out. And that leaves 4. Let's count the 4 candles that are lit. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 candles on a birthday cake. There for all to see. You may blow one out. Let's blow one out. Ready, blow. Now that makes 3. Let's count the 3 candles that are lit. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 candles on a birthday cake, standing straight and true. You may blow one candle out. Let's blow. And that leaves 2. All right, let's count the candles that are lit. 1, 2. We have 2 candles on a birthday cake, helping us have fun. You may blow one candle out. Blow. Now that leaves 1. 1 candle on Martin's birthday cake. We know its task is done. You may blow this candle out. Let's blow. How many are lit? That leaves none. Happy birthday, Martin Luther King.